Good evening and welcome to the Job Search Solution, the radio program where we talk about looking for a job, changing jobs, changing careers, hiring. And as always, we begin with a prayer. Dear God, grant us thy peace and thy mercy. Thy will be done. And in just a few minutes, we're going to be discussing a new book out called Super Communicators by Charles Duhigg and how it can affect you in your job search. Rich Slavinsky's away this week, so he isn't going to be here talking about consultants in the workplace. We've got another topic that's pretty interesting, very interesting, especially those people that are looking for a job, but those also the people that are looking to hire. We have been lately beginning every evening with a few seconds of gratitude. So take 10 seconds and think of something to be grateful for that you are grateful for today that happened. Go. Yeah, just a few seconds of being grateful. There's nothing like it. You can't be unhappy when you're grateful. Being grateful for just today, just for being here, being able to listen to this, just being grateful. Last week, we talked about a situation where we had a candidate that did most of the wrong things. This session, I wanted to talk about a candidate by the name of Chad. Chad seems to be one of those kind of guys, just does the right things. What did he do differently than what most candidates do? Well, first thing Chad did was Chad said, Tony, I need a job. My company has changed hands and they're probably going to do away with my job. Chad looked for a job 3 years ago. I didn't find him one. I'd found him one about 9 years ago, but not the last time. So the first thing he says is, what's the market like? What should I be doing? How should I be doing it? Instruct me. Tell me what's going on. How should I approach it? What should I do? Chad asks questions. Instead of Chad telling me, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, this is what I'm looking for, he started asking questions. How brilliant. What's the market like? What should I be doing? What should I look for? How should I look for? What should I expect? You don't go to a doctor saying, this is what I got, this is what I need, this is the pills I should take, this is how I should do it. What do you need a doctor for? You don't go to lawyers saying, this is how I should do it. This is why you ask them, what's going on? How should I approach this? I say, Chad, well, the market's pretty tight. The last time we did this, these were things that we found. This is the way the market is now. This is what you should expect. This is how you should expect. This is some of the research that you should do. These are some of the things that might come up and might be available to you. Well, Tony, what kind of money should I expect? This is what I'm making now. And he told me that he was making 175 base and he was making about 300, 350 a plan. I said, well, Chad, I don't know if the market's going to bear that much. It might be more like $1.50, $1.40, $1.50 at base, and then a plan, maybe 300, but we'll see what we can do. He said, okay, well, that's what the market bears, and that's what we'll go after. I'll do the best I can. The better I sell myself, the better I'll get. How brilliant. He didn't, like the last fellow, say, hey, I got to have this much because that's what I've had before. He realizes that the market changes. So I said, okay, Chad, fix your resume. Yeah, I gave him a few pointers on his resume. He listened to me. He gets me his resume. I begin to get him interviews. I got him 2. He says, well, they don't sound like people that I'd really like to go to work for, but I'll go talk to them anyhow because I know that the more people I talk to, the better off I am. Well, he gets surprised. One of the people he talks to is a pretty good deal. It's a lot less money than he's been making. And he goes in and he sells himself anyhow. Before he goes in, he takes the job search solution. He doesn't just take 4 or 5 of the modules. He takes the whole thing. Takes him about a week to finish it. He does a little at a time because he still has a job, but he takes the whole thing and he's going to do exactly what it says to do. Revolutionary. Brilliant. So he goes in on each interview and sells himself. Then he gets a 3rd interview and he goes in and sells himself really well. And all of a sudden, Chad's got 2 organizations that are really interested in him. And the 3rd one is interviewing him for a job that they didn't even tell us that they had. All because Chad went in, had no expectations, sold himself as well as anybody could, and believed in the system. Didn't put any expectations on it at all, didn't put any demands on it at all, sold himself the way he could, and would continue to do that for a period of 3 or 4 weeks until he got a great offer. It's so simple. It astounds me as to why people don't do that, why they won't do that. Just follow the instructions. That's all you got to do. Just follow the instructions. It's so simple. It isn't easy. It didn't say it was easy, but it is simple. I don't know why people can't be more like Chad. All right, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. This is Tony Bashar with the Job Search Solution.